episode 11 of the Local Small Business Podcast.
Welcome to the Local Small Business Coach Podcast, where we discuss everyday challenges local small business owners face and help to provide the information you need to increase your profits, boost your sales, improve your processes, and develop stronger teams. So if you're looking to take your local small business to the next level, let's dive in. Here's your coach, Tammy Adams.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Local Small Business Coach Podcast. I am your coach, Tammy Adams. Here is where we will discuss your local small business and how to increase your profits, boost your sales, improve your processes, and develop stronger teams. I sure hope you all had a great weekend and even better, some great sales, especially to those of you that work weekends, which, by the way, is the vast majority of you. Having been in retail for all those years and then into my own local small businesses, I think I have worked weekends since I was like 16 years old. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself if I had the weekends off. Well, wait a minute. Let me take a look back. You know what? I did have 1 year where I got weekends off due to the job title that I was in. And it felt so odd that by the time I started getting used to it, I transferred and was back into another position where I had to work weekends. So I don't think I even really got to enjoy it. It took so long to get there. And since becoming a local small business owner in 2008, I have worked weekends since then too. So I guess it's just my way of life. I don't know anything different. Matter of fact, I am putting this together on a Friday night and I have clients all day on Saturday. So the folks that cycle continues. Have you also noticed that those that tell you to enjoy your weekend or even the holidays that traditionally are like 3-day weekends, like we just came out of one, are usually folks that work the Monday through Friday? And, I don't blame them for saying it. It's a nice thought. The problem is they don't realize that we don't get the same days off, or if you work nights, the same thing. And besides, if we didn't work those weekends, who would help them in the stores? I think a lot of people don't realize that there is a large majority of people that have to work nights and weekends so that they can shop and they can do the various things that they do with their families. So local small businesses really, truly are those of each of our communities. People really do not realize that local small business owners are really the backbone to all of our communities. Folks have no idea how local businesses are really what keep our towns alive and thriving. Matter of fact, when you look back through history, almost every ghost town has a story that begins with the loss of those local businesses. So kudos to all of you for keeping your communities humming along. So like I said, I hope you had a very successful weekend. And since it is Monday, I hope you have set aside time to work on your business this week and not just in your business. Hopefully you have evaluated your successes from last week and the opportunities for this week, and that you have set a game plan to attack the week. So with that said, how about we just dive right in? Now today I want to talk about a topic that I am really passionate about, and it impacts quite a few of the local small business owners, especially the ones listening to our podcast. Specifically to those that take their businesses into people's homes. And you'd be amazed at how many businesses actually are done at a client or customer's home. What I want to do is I want to discuss a way for these types of businesses to double or triple their sales. And I am not joking on this one. And if you are a new business just starting out, this is a great way for you to build your business. I'm actually amazed at how much this is such a well-kept secret. Those that have figured it out, though, are enjoying some great growth in their businesses, and they probably don't want you to know it anyways. If you are a local small business owner whose primary customer client is a homeowner, then you need to learn this major game changer for your business. The secret? Simple. It's just partnering with a realtor to double or triple your sales. 4 years ago, I ended up closing my brick and mortar business, and I needed to figure out what I was going to do. And I really did not have any desire whatsoever to go back to corporate America, and I loved this whole local small business concept, and it really had become a passion. So I started to think, what could I do with limited funds but something I could attack right away and make a difference. So I have I've mentioned this, I think, in episode 0, but I have a passion for obviously home improvement. Since I did that, I owned a bunch of real estate for rentals and stuff like that. That's a whole nother nightmare that I got to have fun with. I'll take that back. It's been fun and bad. I guess it's got both sides to it. But when I was trying to figure out what I needed to do, I decided to become a realtor. I knew some folks there, and I knew that I could build this local business. And believe it or not, there's a lot of real estate agents that do not think of their business as a local small business. It absolutely is. You are building a business with the folks within your town. You're servicing people that are coming into your town and servicing people that are leaving your town, city, or community, however you want to do it. The successful agents that are out there think of their business as a business, and those that do are very, very successful. Those that think of it as just a job or just something they do, it's a casual thing. Yeah, they're never going to build anything big. But if you truly look at the successful real estate agents, they absolutely have the heart and passion of a local small business owner. So now that I got that rant out of the way. So when I became an agent, I never would have guessed how powerful this tactic would be that I'm going to go over today. And to be honest, I had never noticed it before, but once I got into it, I mean, mind blown after watching the impact it had on these local small business owners. It really is an amazing opportunity that I have shared with every local small business owner who will listen. If somebody goes into people's homes and they're willing to listen, trust me, I am preaching this and telling them how to maximize the return from tackling this. Now, I really want to share with you why I feel so passionately about this. You see, real estate agents are connectors. They are constantly being asked for references for plumbers, electricians, handymen, landscapers, home cleaners, trash pickup, not to mention a whole other list of specialists who do decks, fences, pools, garages, bugs, you name it. If it's done in the home, trust me, I've been asked about it, so have other agents. And trust me, you want to be one of these connections from a real estate agent. Think about it. Real estate agents are dealing with homeowners when they are coming and going. They are getting requests both on the move in and on the move on the real estate agents represent both sellers and buyers. So in some cases, you might do a great job for a seller with some repairs they need to sell their home. And then when they get to their new home, you get to work for them again because of the great service that you did on their new home as well. So you're getting 2 for the price of 1. Let's take a look at some key things, though, that you need to know. 1. Real estate agents are loyal. Most real estate agents like having folks that they can refer on a dime. They are not wanting to keep bouncing from person to person. They want to have a go-to guy or gal, and you want to be the person they are lining up to do the work for their clients. When they get that phone call, you want to be top of mind for them to reference. Now, since they are so loyal, they will send you a steady stream of business. The more successful the agent, the more business you will get. Sometimes they will even drive you nuts with how successful they are and all of their business. I have had 5 or 6 deals going on at the same time, and my poor handyman was run ragged. And I'm sure when my name popped up, he did not want to hear from me because he wanted to finish what he had already going. And the thing for most real estate agents is sometimes we forget that we're not the only client of these connectors that we have. So I'm sure, like I said, I drive my handyman specifically nuts with all that. But remember, this loyalty to you and your business can be worth a whole heck of a lot of money. Now, however, real estate agents will not let you disappoint their clients. So they are loyal until you start causing more headaches than you solve. Their reputations are based off of making things happen and keeping their clients happy. And as long as you have the same agenda, you are in. Mess it up, you are out. You may not be out the first time you mess it up, but I'll guarantee you that the second or third time that they start having clients nip at them for what you did, they're going to let you go. You must keep in mind that due to the nature of the business, you are an extension of them. Every person that touches this real estate deal is an extension of the real estate agent. That's just the way that the client thinks. And since real estate is a relationship business, anything that potentially damages that long-term relationship with their clients will cause them to drop you and find a new go-to person. I know what some of you are thinking. If they are so loyal and already have a go-to person, how on earth can I become that go-to person? That's a great question. Some folks will already have a number one. So your goal with these folks is to become their number two. This way, when the number one can't meet the short notice or begins to perform poorly, they will start shifting to their number two, and you will want to be set and ready to roll. Trust me, some of the folks I use today were my number two, and they just worked their way up due to somebody retiring or someone's customer service dropping. So number two is not a bad position because it really is setting you up for the future. The best way to work your way in is to introduce yourself. Then each month, drop them an email and stay in touch and continue to offer your services. Acknowledge that they have a current go-to person, but you would love to still be their backup person. And once you get that backup position, trust me, at some point you're going to get a job. And when you do, show them what you got. Show them that you are ready to take on that first position. And I promise you, in time, you will. Another opportunity you will want to jump on is staying in the know of who the new agents are. These are folks who have yet to build up their vendor list, and yet they will be looking for folks. So while they may not have any customers yet, they will soon, and you will want to be the first person they think of. And trust me, when they're having that first nervous deal, they're nervous as heck. So if they've already built a relationship with somebody, that's who they're going to call. You want to be that person. And you never know which of those new agents are going to be the next superstars of your area. So you want to make sure that you get in with the new agents just as much as you do the existing ones. Because if you don't introduce yourself to these new agents, I guarantee you that they're going to go with the recommendations of somebody else's vendor list and you're going to be left out. Which leads me to number two. Another great lesson to learn is real estate agents are great at sharing their vendors with other agents. Agents can be the gift that keeps on giving from agent to agent, word of mouth. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked if I have a great landscaper, so a maid service, whatever the situation is. This just happened the other day. Someone asked for a great bug person because they had an issue and their bug person they couldn't get a hold of. Agents will turn to each other first instead of going out looking for another person. Remember, they want to trust the person they send to their client's home. So who better to trust than another agent that they trust because they know that agent will only accept the best for their clients as well. So if you think about it, not only do you get this client's business, you potentially will get other agents as well. So for example, my handyman now helps out about 5 or 6 agents in my office. While I still might be the bulk of his business, others will still call him when needed. Just earlier today, I was asked for his number again from somebody who has used him in the past. Never underestimate the referral part of the business with any real estate agent. Now let's discuss how you will be actually doubling or tripling your business. The stronger agents will keep you busy. They will constantly keep coming to you with jobs, both large and small. Make sure you do them all. You never know what it's going to lead to. Show them that they matter. Remember, the true growth happens when the homeowner tells their family and friends. So for example, let's just say you do a small job at home A. The agent refers you to this particular client. You do the small job with a smile and great service. Then the homeowner tells their aunt about you and the aunt calls you for a job on her house. And it's even bigger than the little one that you just did at home A. She trusts you and she says, "Oh, my niece only had the best things to say about you." And next thing you know, that ball starts rolling in for referrals because she's going to tell people and they're going to continue to pass you along. You eventually become that family's new go-to person. Trust me, I have watched it happen and you already know it's true. How? Because you've already seen the power of referrals in your business already. People love to do 2 things: brag about people they love and put on blast those that don't. Which camp will you fall in? Remember, you are trying to create the domino effect. You know, when those folks line up those dominoes and then just by touching one of them, one little domino, they all come crashing down and make that little thing, the power of one domino actually creates a strong enough chain reaction. And that's exactly what you want to do in your business. So let's take an example of how this will help you grow your business. All right, let's take a look at an example. All right, let's just say you connect and build a solid relationship with Agent A. Now, Agent A starts using you for all of their clients. Heck, when Agent A even needs work at home personally, they call you as well. I know I call my folks. Then Agent A's clients start recommending you to their families and friends. Then Agent A starts recommending you to other agents. And the cycle continues because now agents B, C, and D, and E start doing the same pattern over and over. And pretty soon you are swimming in business, all from that one connection you made in the beginning, that first domino you set in motion. Now, a word of caution. When that ball starts rolling, do not make the critical mistake that I have seen happen to so many small business owners. Once your business takes off and that first agent calls you up because they've got a new client, what will happen is you're so busy, you actually blow them off or tell them you don't have time. And then next thing you know, it happens once, it happens twice, it happens 3 times. And then guess what? That hungry number 2 who's been waiting in the wings all this time now gets their shot. They now become this agent's number 1 because they have made time for this agent's clients. And that's all of what matters to that is getting their client taken care of. And as long as number 2 gives great customer service and does a fantastic job, they will get called more and more. Every time they're blown off by number 1, number 2 gets another shot at that door. And remember, if you're that number 2, you're excited because you now have moved into that first place. So slowly, what happens to the old number 1? Well, their business starts to slow down and they don't even understand why. They just go, wow, business really sucks lately. It's not as busy as it was. What they haven't realized is because they didn't take care of the original person who was feeding them the pipeline, their business starts to dry up. Now, I'm not saying that's the case every single time, but I have watched it many times that people become a victim of their own success and they forget that they actually need to stop taking on new business and cultivate the old business that they already have. So whatever you do not get the mindset that you have enough business and the loss of one agent shouldn't be a big deal. The problem is they might have been the main cause for the ripples of success in your business. Now, I don't tell you this to say make realtors number 1. They are all that and a bag of chips. Hardly. I tell you this because I have seen how powerful this referral business can be on somebody's business. Like I said, I have personally witnessed businesses take off in our office, how we pass around the name of a new vendor. It's actually pretty amazing to watch. It's an amazing opportunity if you can crack this nut and get into this referral pipeline. Listen, real estate agents might not be one focus, and I understand. However, they are as important in your funnel as any other advertising that you could possibly pay for. Instead of buying ads online or passing out flyers, you get great word of mouth through the agents. They are your personal walking, talking billboards. They will do all the advertising for you since you are solving a pain point for them. They want to be able to recommend folks on the fly. And if you can solve that pain and fill that need, you will have a loyal funnel in your business. So if you are ready to increase your sales today, then let's highlight again what you want to do. Pop into real estate offices and introduce yourself. Even if you only talk to one person, make some type of connection. Put a face to your name. Grab the agent's business cards on the counter. They probably have a bunch of them laying out. Write an email to those agents introducing yourself and the services that you provide. Don't go crazy on them, but just do it in a nice, friendly manner. When they need you, they'll go looking through their old emails because they're like, oh, didn't I have somebody that reached me? Especially if you have a more unique type of business. Now, don't just focus on the big dogs like we talked about. Sure, top agents have a lot of business, but they also have built strong vendor relationships already. You want to connect with the new agents for sure, and those with steady businesses that might not be those top dogs. Now, I'm not saying don't go after the top dogs, but I'm just saying don't forget that the new agents need vendors and the mid-level people who don't do them as consistently probably lose touch with their vendors, so they're also easy pickings. Basically, you're looking for folks who might not already have a team they can count on. Because remember, even the less busy agents will need you one day. Just make sure it is you that they remember. And when you have a connection, even if it is for a small job, ask that agent how you can continue to earn their business. Ask them if they know any other agents that might be looking for folks to use. I know I'm personally always telling my folks who are the new agents and that they need to connect with. It warms my heart when these new agents finally give them a call and a new relationship is formed. Remember, let them know that you want to be part of their team. That's the biggest thing, is that you want to be part of their team. Listen, if you provide any service, no matter how small or large, that a homeowner might need someday, then you must tap into this huge lead generating source. You need to get to know as many active real estate agents as you can. You will be surprised how 1 or 2 great connections can skyrocket your business. Hopefully you have picked up a few ideas from this episode. If you have, make sure you write them down and capture them. Speaking of which, since you are listening to podcasts and hopefully you're going to be getting some ideas, whether it's mine or someone else's, make sure you always keep a notepad in your truck or car to capture your thoughts. If not, they will be gone when you try to recall them later. Another great thing that you can do is actually speak them into your phone. Because if you're driving, there's a little record thing on there and you can just record it. Or when you get to the stoplight or to your destination, make sure you jot it down right away, whether it's on this notepad or in your phone. I personally do it several different ways. I have a notepad in my truck and also one in my bathroom, since I do tend to get a lot of ideas in the shower. I also take notes on my smartphone. If the idea is strong, I make sure I capture it somewhere so it isn't lost. There's nothing worse than when you know you had a great idea about something you wanted to do in your business and then you cannot remember it. Then, next time you're working on your business, make sure you review it and decide if it is an item that you will work on this week or notate it for a future project. Hopefully, like I said, you've gotten 1 or 2 great nuggets or ideas that you can implement. So until next time, remember, if you like what we are talking about, then make sure to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss an episode. And if you love the podcast and what we are talking about, then please head on over to iTunes and leave a 5-star review so other local small business owners know this is a podcast that they cannot miss. Also, don't forget to visit the website at localsmallbusinesscoach.com to leave your question for me to possibly answer on the podcast in the future. Remember, you can leave it on the Speak Pipe button or just shoot me an email. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now. Today's episode, as well as all of our episodes, are brought to you by trainingforlocalsmallbusinessowners.com, where we provide free tips, tools, and resources for your local small business. So whether you are just starting out or you've been in business for a while and just want to learn more ways to increase your profit, boost your sales, improve your processes, and develop stronger teams, then head on over once again to trainingforlocalsmallbusinessowners.com. And if you're thinking about starting a local small business, we have all kinds of free resources. We also have a great course to help get you going. It has 12 modules, 50 mini videos, and 13 downloadable tools you can use to start your local small business on the right track. So if you're interested in this course or any of our free tools, then head on over to startalocalsmallbusiness.com to get all that cool stuff to go from concept to open to business.